Hi, this video gives recommendations and guidance for installing the PathoTrap active spore sampler in the field. There are 6 major parts to this year's active sampler: the spore trap, the battery and controller box, the battery box bracket, the fence post, the solar panel and support bracket, and the fence post topper.
PathoHound will come in 3 different shipments. The first is the posts, the second will be a battery, and the third will actually be the spore trap, the solar panel, the battery box, and a couple of other bits. First, we're going to show you what to do with the post. The post has nubs on one side, and there will be a piece of tape on the bottom marking where ground level is. That's how far you need to pound the post in. There's an arrow which will be on ground level. Orient the post so that the nubs are facing north. That's the side that the battery will go on. The solar panel will hang off the other side. You can pound in the post with a post pounder or a large hammer. If you use a hammer, be careful not to deform the top of the post because it is a tight fit with the post topper. You're also going to need a level so that you can make sure that the post goes straight up and down and in all directions. Start out without the level and pound the post in a couple of inches. Okay. Test fit your spore trap on top of the topper and slide it all onto the post. Orient the post and the topper so that the black corrugated wire hangs on the north side of the post, or the knobby side. Mark the south side. That's where the solar panel is going to go. Before you remove the topper with the spore trap, mark down one nub. That's where the battery box is going to hang. Some of the tools that will come in handy are a set of wrenches, metric and standard. You might want pliers and a ratchet wrench. The battery bracket will come folded up. You want to open it up and use a 1/2 inch wrench to tighten it down. Slide the bracket over the post until you reach the mark that you made. And tighten the U-bolt, finger tight. Make sure the plate is on the back side of the bracket. And tighten with a wrench. The bottom of the battery bracket has a hole down here, and you can rest it in one of the nubs and take a zip tie, which we'll provide for you, and just zip tie it to the post. And it should be nice and secure. Go. Slide the battery box in so the styrofoam short end is towards the post. Drop it all the way down to the bottom of the box. You may have to tighten up to make it level. It doesn't have to be perfectly level. The next part of the installation involves the solar panel, the solar panel post mount and the post topper. It's easiest to install this in the field when you have a lot of the prep work done before you get out there. One of the things you're going to want to do is tighten down these bolts on the post mount for the solar panel. These are metric, and you'll need a 13mm wrench, and if you use a vice grip on one side and the wrench on the other, you can tighten it down quite tight. Another thing you're going to want to do is put it on top of the post topper eventually. So this is really loose, so before you get out in the field, you can tighten this down. This works with any flat screwdriver or a socket. There are two types of post mounts. This one has one that you'll mount from below, and the other one you'll mount from above, and I'll show you that one later. This one, if you already have this tight on your post, note the mark. That's what I made earlier to mark the side that the solar panel is going to go on. You can hang this over the side. Slide the screws. Go finger tight. This gets a little tricky because it's in a tight space. A socket really works better for these. Notice that I'm assembling this on top of the cardboard. You don't want to put the solar panel on a surface that might get scratched. Slide the post mount and the topper down onto the post. Adjust it where you want the solar panel pointing. The next is slide the battery into the box, into the cutout of the styrofoam, so that the posts are pointing toward the post. Next, you're going to install the battery. Battery connects first. Red onto the red post and white onto the black post. Take the screw, put it through the ring, and tighten down. Dexterity helps. That's why you want to do this in the box, because if you're out in the field and you drop one of these, it'll be hard to find. Your delivery box comes with a pre-attached control box. The connector for the solar panel is on the left. Take this connector and put them together. They only go one way, white to white, red to red. When you look at the control panel, you'll see that it sees the solar panel. Next, we're going to connect the fan. Same thing, white to white, red to red. You should be able to hear the fan going, and on your control panel, you can see solar panel, battery, and load. If you notice the topper twists, you might want to put a wedge down underneath here to keep it from moving. And there you have a fully functioning PathoTrap.